Corey Baxter, American businessman.
Why do you always have to follow me?
I was using your big head to block out the sun.
Get him.
Because if I let my dad down, he's going to let Samantha down. And if he lets Samantha down, she's going to let the president down. And if she lets the president down, we all going down.
It's me and Skate on the beat. We walk up in the club, throw 1,000 a beat.
We can do what's dance, cause baby girl, I'm your biggest fan.
I had the most unnormal childhood ever. Like, I've been on Disney Channel for 16 years. Like, I have an animated show on Disney Channel right now.
That mother had an inappropriate sexual relationship with me since I was a kid, when I was 15. The person that took advantage of me when I was a child is now me as.
Remember Kyle Massey, the funny little brother Corey Baxter on That's So Raven,
I am so disappointed.
and his own spin-off Corey in the House.
What's up? I'm Kyle Massey from Corey in the House, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Well, the Disney days are long gone, and Kyle's life has been anything but the perfect Disney story since. Let's take it back to where it all started. Kyle Orlando Massey, 33 years old, was born on August 28, 1991, in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, Atlanta's no stranger to talent, but Kyle, he had star power even as a kid.
Homework, I need the computer. Get away, maggot. Okay, fine. Undermine my education. Step on the hopes and dreams our father has for his children.
He wasn't the only one in the family with Hollywood dreams either. His older brother Christopher was already making moves, snatching commercials, and even the role of young Simba in The Lion King. That little gig was a big deal, keeping the Massey family in L.A. way longer than they'd planned.
My brother and I, we went on like a bunch of auditions, and then that's when my brother was Simba in The Lion King.
All in the hopes that both brothers could break into the industry. But while Christopher was booking roles, Kyle was getting rejection after rejection. Casting directors loved his spark, but no one was ready to bet on him. Months passed, dreams dimmed, and it looked like they'd be heading back to Atlanta.
And then basically the whole time I was in LA, I didn't get any job. And then my dad basically was like, you know what, man, you guys have, spent all this money in California. I'm about to get on a plane and I'm about to come pick you guys up. You guys got to come back to Atlanta. Like, you try to pursue your dream, it just didn't work out, but we just can't afford to be out in LA.
But then, in a twist of fate, Kyle's mom found one last casting call. Disney was looking for someone to join their new show.
And so my mom literally was like, all right, well, we're going to go on this one last audition before we just pack up and just go back to Atlanta and say we tried. And that audition was That's So Raven.
This was no small role, but Kyle would have to fight for it.
I went to the Disney Channel building. Disney had me wait outside for like 2.5 hours. Damn. So they had auditioned like 3,000 or 4,000 kids for Corey. Wow. And then it was down to like me and this one other kid. And this kid was like really famous. He had movies with Will Smith and all this stuff. And then he actually showed up late to his audition. Long story short, everyone else walking out of the room ended up walking out with the job. And then when I came out the room, I didn't have the job. But it was my last audition before we gave up anyways. And then my mom just went to drive and give the last check to our agent. And then my mom went inside to drop the check off. And then my manager called me and told me that I got the job. And then my mom canceled our flights and we never went back to Atlanta. And that was 22 years ago this year.
Just like that, he went from the kid almost headed back home to Disney Channel's rising star, ready to make his mark on That's So Raven.
You can make a wig from all the hair you leave in the shower drain.
Okay, now that is ridiculous.
The truth isn't pretty, my friend.
Kyle Massey wasn't just any child star. He was Disney royalty.
I think I went, man, I don't even remember. I was 7, but I remember going on a lot of auditions for That's So Raven.
He auditioned for Corey Baxter with a vibe so electric, Disney's casting team knew they'd found a rare gem. By 9, he was already on set for That's So Raven.
He's the smoothest kid in town. He's got the moves, he's got the look, and he knows just what to say. That's love.
A show that was a game changer for Disney, becoming the first to have a predominantly black main cast. And not only did That's So Raven break records, it shattered them. Disney fans tuned in by the millions. pushing it to hit 100 episodes.
The show is just amazing to be a part of. It was the first filmed live show in front of a live audience Disney's ever had. First 4-camera. We were the first African-American full cast. We were the first to go to 100 episodes. And I was the first to have my spinoff afterwards. So it's just like a lot of firsts for That's So Raven, which was huge for the Disney Channel.
Kyle was at the heart of the phenomenon, winning audiences over with his comic timing and becoming so beloved that Disney handed him his very own spinoff, Corey in the House.
Well, if you are, you can save it, man, because, she's crushing on CB.
While other kids his age were thinking about their next school dance or their first car, Kyle was balancing scripts, red carpets, and the tight schedules of Hollywood.
I had the most unnormal childhood ever. Like, I've been on Disney Channel for 16 years. Like, I have an animated show on Disney Channel right now that I do a voice for, and it's really just like you have to really just do it. Just really go for it and just know what you're getting into is something that a lot of people want to be doing. So a lot of times when I didn't go to prom or when I didn't get the car when I was 16, I was like,
I was going to say, did you miss out on that?
Yeah, I missed out on a lot of things, but that's really just when you look at your parents, and I look at my mom and dad, and they were just really, explained it to me like, yeah, you don't get to do certain things that kids love to do, but you get to do something that a lot of kids would die to do.
The fame brought perks, but it also stripped away the usual milestones, replacing them with relentless lights, cameras, and action. In 2010, Kyle Massey hit the dance floor on Dancing with the Stars.
So luckily, it was my mom's idea to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay.
and that really just propelled me to a different level of fame.
And Kyle, barely 19, did not disappoint. Week after week, he brought all that energy and charm, dazzling the judges and winning over fans, managing to snag that runner-up spot.
And like a lot of people's parents and stuff were voting for me.
And we were mad that you were only runner-up. We were upset about that.
Not too shabby, right? But Kyle wasn't exactly a seasoned pro. He was just a kid, stepping into a world where the stakes were high, and his mom was deep in the mix, managing every little detail, from his choreography to those flashy costumes. After the glitter settled, Kyle tried switching things up, showing up on Gotham next to none other than Jada Pinkett Smith.
She's in serious danger.
Who isn't, right? Crazy world. She's got crazy everything, crazy work ethic, crazy hair, crazy wardrobe. She's just brilliant. And yeah, like she's just a breath of fresh air. Like the entire cast, man.
And he wasn't just sticking to TV either. He jumped into the world of animation, lending his voice to shows like American Dragon, Jake Long, and Fish Hooks.
Dude, I really want to concentrate on Mr. Baldwin's lesson, but I just can't.
Proving he could play in more than one sandbox. It looked like he was on the right track, moving from Disney Channel darling to legit entertainer. But little did Kyle know the ride ahead would be full of twists he never saw coming. In 2019, things took a dark turn when Kyle was slapped with a lawsuit that rocked his world.
Yeah, Jesse, Kyle Massey, the former That's So Raven Disney star, is being charged with immoral communication with a minor. At first glance, it seems like a simple case. The question being, did Kyle Massey send a minor sexual materials over the phone or internet?
The girl's family didn't hold back, accusing Kyle of attempting to seduce a minor, a shocking claim that sent ripples through the media and Kyle's once-cherished reputation. While Kyle denied these accusations, insisting that there was no wrongdoing, the situation escalated dramatically. In 2021, the drama took another twist as these allegations resurfaced in Washington state, where Kyle faced criminal charges related to the explicit material he allegedly sent. Reports from TMZ detailed police records revealing claims of explicit photos and even a video that purportedly showed Kyle engaging in inappropriate acts. This bombshell made headlines and put Kyle back in the spotlight, but not for the reasons he'd hoped. In response to the escalating situation, Kyle's attorney went on the offensive, branding the accusations a revenge plot that seemed to emerge from a murky pool of past grievances. According to Kyle's legal team, The girl's mother had exhibited inappropriate behavior towards Kyle in the past when he was a minor himself.
First off, we would need to go back. Let's go back to the mother of this kid, right? You stated in your paperwork that I've known this kid since she was 4 years old, right? Yeah. Well, the truth about my relationship with that mother is that mother had a inappropriate sexual relationship with me since I was a kid, when I was 15.
Implying a twisted motivation behind the allegations that made it seem like a personal vendetta rather than a straightforward case. They claimed that the explicit content in question was never intended for the girl, but was mistakenly sent due to a mix-up.
The video is something that was meant to be sent to like another adult.
Yes, the
and
video
then it was
was
like,
right.
This could be something that is wrong if it's sent to a child, but I did it accidentally.
Correct.
As the legal drama unfolded, the situation grew increasingly complicated, with the media latching onto every detail. Kyle found himself at the center of a swirling storm of accusations and counter-accusations, each side digging in their heels and presenting a different version of events.
There is some discrepancy on when the date that they actually met. The mother in this case is saying that they met in 2009. Mr. Massey alleges they met in 2007. So based on Mr. Massey's birthday, which anybody can Google, that's a 15, 16-year-old versus a 17, 18-year-old.
Fans watched in disbelief as the once-cherished child star struggled to navigate these treacherous waters of scandals and legal battles, which stood in stark contrast to his wholesome Disney days.
One of the hardest moments in my life, the person that molested, raped, took me when I was a child is now painting me as the predator.
The comparison between his bright, family-friendly image and the dark cloud of controversy raised questions about his future in the industry. From day one, Kyle Massey had a unique Hollywood crew rooting for him, from his family to his That's So Raven co-stars, who quickly became more like family.
Are you saying for 15 minutes I'd be home all by myself?
And let's talk about his ride-or-die friendship with Orlando Brown. Kyle has stuck by Orlando's side through all the headline-making chaos, saying it tears him up to see his friend become a punchline. He's made it clear he's not the type to turn his back, even when things get rough.
You know, with Orlando, I'm just always there for him. I tap in with him every now and then to make sure he's okay. I'll but sometimes everything's not for social media. You know what I mean? Everything's not for the world to know. But, you know, me and him, we have a great relationship. That's my bro. You know what I mean? One of my oldest friends.
Was it difficult for you to see some of the public things that happened? And was there any conversation about that at all?
Yeah, it's hard, you know, because a lot of people, like, they'll make jokes about him and roast him, but they don't really understand, you know, what he's been through. And it's not my place to disclose to you or the world exactly what he's been through. But a person like me that knows, it just, you know, it makes it harder for me to judge him or place blame because I know his situation. So that's why all I do is just let him know that I'm here for him, and that's all I can do.
And then there's Raven Simone, Kyle's very first friend in L.A., who practically took him under her wing. She wasn't just a co-star, she was his Hollywood big sister.
It was actually a remarkable show, and it's really crazy because Raven and I are both from Atlanta. So when we met, that was kind of like one of the things that made us want to work together.
She taught him the ropes, always looking out for him. And he still swears she taught him everything he knows about life and showbiz. Their bond was next level. Raven didn't just look after Kyle, she helped him navigate the good, the bad, and the totally weird parts of child stardom. Imagine being 9 years old and getting your first on-screen kiss with your mom watching from behind the scenes, laughing and giving play-by-plays to the rest of the crew.
I had my first kiss on the show on That's So Raven. I was really nervous. I remember I was a kid, and that was it. And they like roped off the set like it was a real serious scene. Look at it. It was quick too.
You look shocked. You look like you don't know what just hit you.
That's because his mama was watching.
Yeah, and my mom was right there, but I was always just like the shy kid. So it took these people to bring out that comfort, I guess you could say.
It's safe to say the cast had a lot of laughs.
Sorry, Raven, your mustache right now. Give me, bitch.
A lot of drama, and a lot of memories that kept them close through all the Hollywood highs and lows. These days, Kyle Massey's traded Disney sets for golf greens, using the game to unwind from the chaos. And he's not just any weekend golfer. He clinched a national junior tournament. Plus, he's giving back, working with kids at the Tiger Woods Learning Center and trying to be a positive role model.
Well, first and foremost, I would just want to give a big prayer to Tiger Woods and his family and everything that they're going through. And I just wish him a speedy recovery. Always been a great mentor of mine. But I would say I just always influence kids to play golf. You know, it's really just like the ultimate stress reliever. You know, it's really therapy. It's peaceful. It's healthy. And I feel like a lot of African-American kids don't realize that golf is also a really great outlet, you know, to whatever you have going on in your life. So, you know, I just always encourage kids to get out there and hit them in the fairway, you know?
And for a bit of musical flavor, he's teamed up with his brother, Christopher. Yeah, Michael from Zoe 101. Together, they're the Massey Boys.
Yes, we can! Can we rock this Christmas? Yes, we can! Can we rock this Christmas?
Even landing a track with Justin Bieber, showing they've still got connections in the industry.
Man, I don't know, man. Big shout out to Justin, been a great friend of mine for a long time. Big shout out to my brother, Chris. Really showed me how to just really do the music and take it seriously. We have a project coming out in a couple months. Right now, we're just focusing on the show, making sure that the show is a success. And then we're going to just go full-fledged with our music project. But I would say summertime is when we're going to start dropping some vibes.
I love it.
At 33, Kyle's net worth hangs around $3 million. But his reputation, that's what he's really out to protect. After all the headlines, the lawsuits, and back-and-forth accusations, he's determined to rewrite his story. While fans may always remember him as the quick-talking Corey Baxter, Kyle's got his sights set on reclaiming his name and staying close with the people who truly know him.